Good morning. This is we're approaching the middle of December, but I wanted to show you some of the tropicals that are still beginning to flower and also fruiting. But before we start, let me show you something really cool. So here we are in the hot house, the greenhouse. It's a Nam Dok Mai flowering, of course. Another Nam Dok Mai flowering. But the one that I wanted to show you is this guy right here. Miracle fruit. It's got some fruits. I occasionally come in here and shake the branches, just that way it pollinates the flowers. And I've got one that's one that says ripe already. Oh, right here. Yeah, every household really should have a miracle berry. It's very cool. So yeah, I mean, this is the main greenhouse that never ever gets below 50. Soursop's doing awesome. Mamey sapote. Another soursop. Raza. More mangoes. It's a bit cramped in here. Wax jambus, of course. Here's the alama. And here's the ultra sensitive. This is the Santal. See the red leaves? This is cold stress. So let me see if I can get out of here. Yep. Oh, and the here's the durian. It's finally lost its little seed pod. Very slow grower. So sitting there nicely. So going back to things that are fruiting. Miracle berry. Gonna eat that. Again, with miracle berry, coat your tongue for about 30 seconds. And then whatever you eat that's sour will become sweet. Whatever that's sweet becomes super sweet. But wanted to show you some of the things that are flowering and or bearing fruit. But I mean, citrus. I mean, can't really go wrong with citrus. This is a mandarin. Yep, this is right, but we'll just leave it in the tree for a little bit. Of course, over there we've got some grapefruits. Going down the yard. Yep, lots of hummingbirds. But here's the seed, which I will save. These have a very good propagation rate. But this is a calamodine. Every household also needs to have one. It's very attractive looking, and it really fruits you around. This generally is very sour, but with the miracle berry that I've just consumed, it should make it taste very sweet. Oh yeah. It's not sugar sweet. It's more of like a stevia sweet. So, and with the miracle berry, it also makes the skins more edible, which has a lot of nutrients. Of course, the bananas are still holding on to it. We're just going to let it ripen over the winter. Here's the tamarinds. Yeah, these guys are very cold hardy. all the tamarinds that I have in the yard, it's all the sweet variety. One thing about tamarind that most people don't know, the leaves are edible. Normally, it's sour, but because of the miracle berry, it's very sweet. Thai guava, of course, fruiting. Another Thai guava back here, also fruiting. Yeah, tropicals, they don't really care that it's cold. In fact, some tropicals actually need the cold. That's how it induces the flowering stages. Of course, Mexican solo papaya. Not Mexican, I'm sorry, Hawaiian solo papaya. One note about the Hawaiian solo papaya, it is a bit more sensitive than the Mexican papaya. You could tell. I mean, this guy's been in the ground for 3 years now. Look at the battle scars. This is coal after coal. This is year after year's worth of coal damage. And once I top it, of course, it grows to be a multi-branch tree. So I'm just going to let it ripen over winter. Edamoya here, which we've already harvested all the fruits. But interestingly, spotted a couple flowers here. See that? I'm going to try to just pollinate these, just that way come spring we should have a nice surprise for us. I mean, check it out. It's see that little guy right there? That's the formation of a flower. So yeah, of course, you know, the Subel sapote back here, this the white sapote, it is flowering. This is the first year that it's got a lot of flower. There's one on that branch, some down here, and loquat. Not sure what variety, but it is flowering. This is going to be a very, very productive tree. Loquats, the reason why you don't see a whole lot of loquats, if at all, in supermarkets is the fact that the fruits do not ship well at all. It's got a very, very short shelf life. I mean, you're talking a couple of days. So, yeah, if able to just get a loquat in your yard, it's gonna pay off over time. Fuss free, no protection, you don't need to protect it at all. So I will take you to the front where I've got a couple more surprises. Here's the front yard. Here's the Kerry star fruit. So this isn't quite ripe yet, but I'm gonna try it because I did just eat that miracle berry. This should be super sour, but being that I did just consume that miracle berry, it should be super sweet. Yeah. So here's the one that we've got in the ground. This is the first one. Yeah. And then the other Kerry star fruit back here. Yeah, it's got a number of fruits on them. So star fruits. Yeah, the nice thing about tropicals in general is oftentimes they do fruit year round. And these papayas that I keep forgetting to mention in the videos, these are Mexican papayas. These were actually grown from seed. I germinated these just back on March 17th of 2020 this year. And then transplanted them here a month later in June. Actually, I'm sorry, I germinated these in May and then transplanted them here in June. But there is a reason why I've got 3 papaya trees in here. The thing with papayas is when planted from seed, Oftentimes, they are hermaphrodites, which would mean they have both male and female parts. With papayas, they come in three stages. We have three different types: male, female, and hermaphrodites. The hermaphrodites and the females are what you want. Those are the fruit-producing ones. The males, you could technically just get rid of them. But this particular papaya, the one with all the flowers in it, that's unfortunately a male. But there's a but on that. During the summer season, it actually can change to a hermaphrodite. So I'm gonna just leave them there. There's three of them. They don't take up a whole lot of space. They coexist. The thing too with papayas is it's very short-lived. I mean, you're talking 5 years and they go out. I mean, there are some papayas that go up to 30, 40 years, but for the most part, it's just maybe 5 years. The papaya back there is likely a female just by looking at the flower. So there's no harm in just keeping all three of them there. And another benefit of papayas is when grown from seed, generally 6 to 10 months, that's when you start getting fruits. So let's see what else I've got. Oh, right here, this is a nice herb. This is stevia. Complements the miracle berry. Very sweet. Yeah, a lot of things are going to sleep right now. The sugarcane jujube, more papayas that were germinated from seed. So notice a big difference. These two, well, these 6 sets right here, I suppose, and the one back there, those 3 back there, they were planted at the same time. Because we water the heck out of that area, it's a lot taller. So, yeah, that is it. All right, have a good afternoon.